What's up, guys? Back with another one. I'm Ryan, my man George.
What's poppin', guys? How y'all living out there?
Lost in Vegas, coming back at you. Another unbiased real reaction.
Yeah,
baby.
shout out to our free thinkers, man.
Yeah,
unbiased late reaction.
Late. we always fashionably late, right?
Fashionably late with it.
That's
we're
what we do.
late. Damn it. I mean,
Now-
why do we have to have jobs? Why do we have to pay our bills?
And that's the honest to God truth, man. We try to like swag that out and smooth it out, but the honest to God truth, man, we got jobs, we got other things that we have to do. That doesn't mean that we won't get to it, though.
We'll get to it, and for those who are interested, this is going to be a review because we've heard both songs, by the way. We've heard Infrared, we've heard
There's no way you could
Duppy, you know what I mean? We couldn't stay with it. We had to listen to that because it was on fire this whole weekend.
Yeah.
Still on fire. People talking about it. So, what you will get from us is just our thoughts.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, for ourselves. We'll give you our take on the whole back and forth between Pusha T and Drake. So,
yeah, man.
we're gonna do Pusha's first, and then we'll do Drake's probably in the second video. Let's get into it. Pusha T, Infrared.
Yeah, man.
The game's fucked up, niggas beats is banging, nigga your hooks did it. The lyric penning equal to Trump's winning. The bigger question is how the Russians did it. It was written like Nas, but it came from Quentin. It was different.
Yeah, I don't know if people know how Pusha was going on this. I know it doesn't. I think the way Pusha's rapping
is not impactful.
Yeah,
I don't think
it's impactful. I want to say that,
but I don't think it's dynamic. I don't think people are hearing what he's saying. When I first heard this though, which was like 2 days ago, I was like, nah. It's all right, because I'm a dynamic person. I talk with my hands, I come up, I come down, and I understand that he's trying to match a certain cadence here, and George is gonna kind of get into that in a minute, but I think that's really where I think when you first hear it for the first time, you're like, that's all right.
Yeah.
I don't know, that's my perspective. Go ahead, George.
No, I get it. No.
Go ahead, Maestro.
No, seriously. I mean, I wouldn't say the word impactful. I would just say it's not in a certain format that we're used to hearing when it's involving a battle. Okay. Right? There's a certain battle. It's just like 1, 2, 3, punch.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You almost feel the punch coming. He's saying it in such a sort of laid back, sort of almost like it's just more of a poetic type of manner, right? Okay. It's not in that battle format. So when he's saying these hard hitting lines, because these lines he's hitting hard. I don't give a fuck what anyone's talking about. But when he's delivering these hard hitting lines, it's in such a sort of a cryptic, poetic manner that it doesn't feel like he's hurting someone going at Drake. You know what I'm saying? But let's get into the lyrics.
Yeah, man.
First of all, the lyric penning equal to Trump's winning. The bigger question is how the Russians did it. Even before that, he had the Jay-Z cadence off of the prelude. Listen, if you haven't heard Kingdom Come, which is considered Jay-Z's first album, even though Jay still has some shit on that album, Kingdom Come, the prelude is the cadence he's taking, right? That you gangsta look, did it, and I would write it if y'all could get it. So that's what he's referencing, Jay-Z's the prelude off of Kingdom Come when he started off that verse. So that was hard. I like how he took that and flipped it. Because what Jay-Z was referring to in the prelude was sort of a made-up rapper, right? You had the gangsta look, your hook did it, your gangsta look did it, right? You're trying to measure up to this sort of checklist for what a rapper's supposed to be instead of being truly authentic, right? So that's the significance of that, right? Niggas beats is banging, your hooks did it, the lyric pin, you know what I'm saying? So you're trying to measure up into this sort of checklist as a rapper, which is effective in my opinion. But the lyric pinning equal to Trump's winning. The bigger question is how the Russians did it. He's speaking on our current commander-in-chief, right? How he came into his position, the conspiracy behind it, how he got into presidency, right? True. Trump equaling Drake, right? There's sort of a conspiracy behind how Drake got to this level, right? He got help, right? People were sort of helping him out is what he's saying. Quentin Miller, it was written by Nas, but it came from Quentin. It was written was Nas' that second album. Quentin Miller was the ghostwriter for Drake. So I loved
the way he brought that all together.
How he put that together, right? Using such a monumental current situation with our actual presidency to kind of play into Drake's situation, right?
Yep, and I think that's kind of what this song kind of entails, right? Infrared, right? Infrared scope. People can be hiding. They think they're hiding, but I see the truth, right? I can still find you. So I think that's dope, man.
That's dope, man. Then he said, at the mercy of a game where the culture is missing, when the CEO's blinded by the glow, it's different. That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's an incredible, well-written
that penmanship is off the chain.
So Drake is thriving in an era.
Yeah, where the
there is no integrity. There's some integrity.
I know, but it's just
the rules, right? The rules seem to they're being bended. The hip hop commandment, so to speak, right? Don't let motherfuckers write for you.
Yeah.
You know.
But definitely the culture is in question, right?
Yeah.
I would say that, right? It's in jeopardy.
It is in jeopardy.
Let's say it's in
our
jeopardy.
opinions. In our opinions. And that's a beautiful line because this is a person that's at the top of his game, but he's thriving in a culture, right? And what he's, I think, alluding to is the reason why you're thriving is because you're not held accountable for the ghostwriting.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Right? So at the mercy of a game where the culture's missing, and we're all at the mercy of it.
We are.
We're at the mercy of this because no one can do anything. It seems like no one cares. Everyone's just out to make money, right? Fuck the integrity, fuck the culture, right? That's a beautiful line. The CEO's blinded by the glow. It's different.
By the limelight, by the money.
Limelight, by the money coming in, right? They don't give a fuck about the integrity. They're blinded by the glow. And Drake, he provides the glow.
Yeah,
he's a cash cow, right? Fire. I don't give a fuck what nobody's talking
and
about.
I think he and that kind of goes all the way back to the first verse, right? That first bar was the game's fucked up. Niggas beats is banging. Niggas hooks did it. Your hooks did it,
right?
Drake's hooks is what makes it banging, right?
Right.
And I think he brings that full circle because the culture is missing, right?
The copy and paste sort of thing that you're seeing with the vast majority of rappers, right? Your hooks did it. Your gangsta look did it. All these things that are just copy and paste. Caricatures of what a rapper should be are winning in the game, right? To your point, tying into the line down there where it's just the CEO's blinded by the glow. This is all the glow. So y'all tripping, man. Y'all better stop playing.
Bathing in money. Listen, I'm just bathing in money.
Yeah, listen. Y'all better stop playing with Pusha, man. He can rap, man. Let's get back to it.
Yeah, man.
Always different. Believe in myself, in the Coles and Kendricks. Let the sock puppets play in they roles and gimmicks. Remember Will Smith won the first Grammy and they ain't even recognize Hov until Annie.
Come on, man. Let me tell you something. These are hard hitting blows. Every one of these are haymakers, guys. That was crazy right there.
Let the sock puppets play in their roles and gimmicks. That shit was hot. Remember Will Smith when he won the Grammy, right? And they didn't even recognize Hova until he made Annie. Crazy. That was hot, man. That was hot. And
let's talk about
That's true talk.
That's true. But let's break down the sock puppets. That sock puppets first part, let's break it down though. Sock puppets, what is a sock puppet? What is a puppet? Someone is manipulating you.
Pulling the strings.
Someone else is manipulating you. Someone else is pulling the strings. And in the case of a sock puppet, someone literally has a we won't go into detail. He's saying Drake is a puppet. He's being manipulated by whatever the record labels want, whatever the industry wants. He's just a puppet, right? So is Pusha T constantly talking about the ghostwriting, right? That's one thing that I saw online is, well, he's just talking about the ghostwriting. Yes, he's talking about the ghostwriting. That is a huge, huge deal, guys. I don't think you guys understand how big of a deal that was, at least when I was coming up. To allow someone to write your rhymes for you is crazy. But on those reference tracks, I encourage everyone to go listen to those reference tracks again. It wasn't just the writing. It was the cadence. It was the flow. It was literally, and I know they were verses. It was literally copy and paste. And 10 bands, 50 bands, fuck it, man. That was like copy and pasted, guys. That's a huge deal. So yes, it's relevant for Pusha to go at Drake on this. That's a big deal. And he can talk about this shit until, I don't give a fuck if he makes 3 more songs about the ghostwriting. That's how big of a deal it is.
To your point, it's hard to just kind of ignore.
Yes.
That's hard to ignore.
Yes. And great point. And you said an important word. Facts. This isn't just some cute punchline. This is a fact. He is basing everything he's saying, everything is cleverly written, right? The Will Smith line, which we're going to get into, it's well written and clever. In terms of for strategy and battle purposes, but it's based off of fact, truth, right? That's why that shit hits so hard. That's what you guys need to understand. And then the next line, remember Will Smith won the first Grammy, and they ain't even recognized Hov until Annie. He's talking about Will Smith, right? A rapper. Love Will Smith, by the way, before we get into this. Love Will Smith, he's amazing. But Will Smith was always recognized as like, he's the safe rapper. He's the commercial mainstream rapper. Hardcore hip-hop heads, the dudes that are in the hip-hop community outside of summertime, aren't really looking at Will Smith like he's like a technician, one of the true artist of the genre, right?
Exactly.
They looked at him as just like he's the safe bet, the trophy for the Grammys, right? So that's what Will Smith represented in hip-hop. And Hov represents the raw street hustler, especially early Hov, that raw street hustler.
That was the essence of
authentic.
hip-hop.
Right. The authentic dude from the streets that wasn't safe. right? And they didn't recognize him until he made the song Hard Not Life, which had the Annie sample. So that's what he meant by until Annie. So it took Hov to make some more of a commercialized song for them to even pay attention to him. Right. Grammys only gives a fuck about commercialized mainstream pop shit. You know what I'm saying? So he's saying that's what it is with Drake. You know what I'm saying? He's referencing Drake because the game is watered down, right? He's the mainstream pop star guy that's watered down, is what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? So crazy.
Yeah, man.
Let's finish it up.
Oh, now it's okay to kill baby. Niggas looked at me crazy like I really killed a baby. Flash without the fire. Another multi-platinum rapper trapped and can't retire. Niggas.
Yeah,
I'm sorry to pause that, but you know what? That warrants a stop, y'all.
It was hard.
That warrants a stop because we did that song on this channel. Idols Become Rivals by Rick Ross, man.
That's right.
And he was talking about that whole scandal with Baby and Wayne, man. And that's what he said. Now it's okay to kill baby. Niggas looked at me like I was crazy, right? Like I really want to kill a baby, right? And he's talking about baby, you know,
from Cash Money,
right? Yeah, from Cash Money, you know. And I thought that was hard, man. And he even referenced that with saying that now you guys see that we have a huge artist in Wayne that's under a bullshit contract.
And I said it the whole time. I spotted the cracks, is what he said from the beginning. I saw beyond that. And I understand what Baby was doing. He's taking advantage of dudes. But he's saying now everybody sees what I see.
Exactly.
They thought that I killed a baby, and I was really just exposing the truth, you know what I mean? Let's get back to it.
Niggas get exposed, I see the cracks and I'm the liar. Shit, I've been exposed, I took the crack and built the wire. Who do you admire? Easily, the only rapper sold more dope than me was Eazy-E. How could you ever right these wrongs when you don't even write your songs? But let us all play along. We all know what niggas for real been waiting on. Push.
Yeah.
Dude, he went in.
Yeah, he did.
Drake had the song Two Birds with One Stone. Check that out if you haven't heard it. I'm sure most of you have.
Yeah.
And Drake was just saying that Pusha is just exaggerating his drug dealing past, right? He's exaggerating. Like he's acting like he's this big deal when he's not. And Pusha's saying only rapper that sold more dope than me was Eazy-E. You shouldn't be bragging about that, Pusha. That's some scumbag shit. But I get what he's saying, right?
But
he's saying he was in the streets.
He's saying that it's valid.
It's valid.
Yeah, don't get it twisted. That it's not, you know. Make sure you do your homework before you before you open your mouth.
Right. So what he's saying is when he says, "How could you ever write these wrongs? You don't even write these songs. Why would we take your word for it? Right? You don't even write your own songs.
Exactly.
I mean, how can you talk to me about anything that's valid and real when you're fake? That's a hard line.
Yeah, it is. I really like the way he ended this, man. He said, "But let us all play along, right? Let us all play along. We all know what niggas for real been waiting on."
Right.
Push.
The real shit.
Yeah.
We'll play along. We'll play along with the sock puppets and the industry bullshit.
Yep.
But we know what the real dudes want, right? The core of the culture wants is what he's saying.
Yep.
So, dude, this was a lot harder than what people are giving it credit for from what I'm seeing. It's two things going on with this battle. It's people who are so hip-hopped out that they're not giving Drake any credit. They're just saying, oh, Drake is just, he's a pop star and this and that, right? And they're all about Pusha T. And then there's Drake fans that are over-exaggerating Drake's diss as well. They're just like, oh my God, Pusha got bodied. Yep. He's in the earth. Yeah. He's done. Neither of that's true to him, in my opinion at least. I think they both, and we're going to get into Drake's diss as well after this video. I think they both came hard, and I just want people to understand that, dude, this was a lot harder. These facts, keyword, facts, this fact that Pusha was sort of really touching on with Drake hits hard.
It does.
It matters. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a fact. You know, and the way he wrote this he wrote it very well.
Yeah, you're right, man.
The presidential scandal sort of reference and the sock puppet shit, that hits hard. So shout out to Pusha T for a really dope diss. You know, so I guess we'll give our conclusion of what we think at the end of the Drake video, of who we think won, or who's winning, I should say. But this was a dope diss, man. So
yeah, man.
So that's it.
I agree with it.
That's the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed it, please hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Las Vegas, George, Ryan.
We out.